me.
Hello, this is Sarah.
Hello, David Prescott.
And welcome to 1213 Prescott Way.
Oh, yeah. Hey, you. You want something to do? Boom, boom. We got something to say. Try 1213 Prescott Way.
And you know this.
All right. You like that? What do we have here, babe?
We have beef and bean burrito, which is yours, and 2 cheese and bean burritos. But we can split one. That's why I did both of them. And then we have tomatoes to top it. We have also nacho and cheese sauce. My nachos has jalapeno peppers and shrimp. David's has turkey and turkey. And then we have, for dessert, some strawberries, grapes, and apple with whipped cream.
Okay.
So.
That'll work. Excuse me. And you know this.
So what are you guys eating? And if you haven't had anything, you can have a first bite with shrimp. Oh yeah, I forgot the jalapeno. Yummy. All right, for those of you that eat jalapeno, there it is, with the jalapeno.
Not me. I don't eat it.
I know he doesn't know what he's missing.
Yeah, oh, I know.
You don't know what you've been missing.
Oh, I know.
I figured out why it's been hazy, because my lens was dirty, but I didn't think to clean it until last night. So hopefully this video is clearer.
I think it's going to be all right.
See if I can chop mine with
Excuse me. Pardon me.
And a little cheese. Do you put cheese on your burrito?
I love this crunchiness. Cheese is good too.
Okay, I forgot to put a little salt in it. I need to tell the difference.
My wife's a magician. That's how she keeps disappearing.
How do you like to eat your burrito? Top mine with cheese, tomatoes, and hot sauce. Sounds delicious, huh? Tastes like that one. Ow. Hot.
When I was younger, we used to sneak into clubs. There's one particular club in Rochester, New York. It was called The Pasture. Inside, no chairs, just you sit on hay, stacks of hay, on the fence and all that stuff. Anyways, you climb on top of the roof and you go to the girls' bathroom. But we grab a ledge on the window and swing in. And we did it so many times, and we finally named it the Tarzan swing. And every now and then you hear a girl come in the bathroom, you know, we'd be hiding and stuff, you know, and then they
How old were you?
Probably about 18, I guess. Yeah, about 18, because I think I'm still in high school. So anyway, my friend Steve Humphrey, Otis Hamer, Eddie Sanford, and a friend named Sanford was there too. That was his first name. I'm sorry.
You said Fred Sanford?
No, Teddy. Teddy Sanford and Sanford, Steve Humphrey, Billy Prescott. We had a ball. Oh, it changed everything. Teddy swinging, out of swinging, hanging onto the ledge, swinging. Tarzan swing. And Steve had gotten that, Steve Humphrey. So I looked at Sanford. I asked Sanford, you want to go next? Sanford said, oh, it don't make no difference. So I decided to. I grabbed the ledge, about to swing in, and the ledge broke. I fell backwards, and behind us was a porthole that led down into a building. It was made of glass. I fell, and my legs caught the edge of it, but my hand broke the glass, and I cut my wrist. And let me tell you something. We never got up there again. And I always think about, what if I fell down in there, and what was on the bottom? You know, was it shark things, spiders, and dust, and plus I was bleeding at the same time. Rats, you know. But thank goodness, I didn't fall.
That was delicious.
And again, I never told my mother about it until the next day, and she called me every name in the book. Not for sneaking in, for not going to the hospital. She woke me up, and my hand was hanging off the bed or something. Oh no. But she was mad. I remember we stayed with our grandparents, like almost the average person did, child did, stay with the grandparents. Not everyone. Brother Steve was a year or something older than me. Tony Prescott, my older brother, oldest of the children, had his own bed. And one night about 2 o'clock in the morning, I woke up and I looked across the room, and this figure, black figure of a man, that's what it looked like to me, rose up out the floor, and we were on the second floor, rose up at the foot of the bed of Tony's bed. Well, this is an honest truth. No movie, no dream. And it stood there for a few bits. To a certain degree, it looked like he was like looking at Tony. Then it started coming around the bed, and you couldn't hear no walking, just gliding. And it just stood over Tony, and just staring. And I'm looking, and I'm talking real soft. And Stevie played like he heard me, but he didn't.
Keep going.
And it stood there for a while, and then it went back to the foot of the bed and sunk in the floor. I immediately called my grandparents, you know, they come running in there, and they were saying that I was sleeping. I said, I'm awake right now. I was awake all the time. I haven't been to sleep. And but I know what happened. So now I'm going to take that thought. So now we're not living with my grandmother, and we have our own crib again. And I have my own bed. And I'm sleeping with my face at the edge of the bed. And something slapped me in my face and woke me up. Not hard enough to hurt, enough to wake me up. I'm trying to talk you through our minds. And it was telling me, touch me, see if I'm real. And little David Prescott, who's 12 years old now, because I was like probably 9 when we're staying with our grandparents, but I'm 11 or 12 now. They were saying, touch me, see if I'm real. I was saying, no, I'm not going to touch you. And the hands started getting mad, you know, start doing all kind of crazy stuff, you know. And when I said no, because what was going to happen, I was going to touch it if I had it. It was going to grab my hand. I believe I'd have been missing. And I never touched it. It was pissed. The hand got hit and it sunk back. It sunk in the floor. And we were on the first floor this time.
I heard that.
I'm still here to tell the tale.
And as you can see, I'm eating the whipped cream with the grapes, strawberries, and apples, and it's so delicious.
You don't know. Well, you ate your bean thing over here? Wow.
Wonderful. I still have my nachos. I don't mind to save room for the fruits. And it sure was delicious.
Some people would say, I wouldn't tell anybody that. Some people like to hear stories. Some people don't. But the true thought is, I don't have proof. But no, in other words, no one else saw that. So one may still think I might have been dreaming. But I know it was because it woke me up with a slap.
That is so funny.
You know what I mean, man? Not like you sleeping. You dig it? Yeah. Man, right in the middle of my face.
Oh my gosh. Oh. You guys know I always get full. And I am just that. That was delicious. Very, very good. I'll finish my nachos later. I know you guys have had crazy things happen to you. I remember when my cousin and I, I was a teenager. And we used to sleep in, when she came to visit us, she slept in my room. And we were sleeping, and I had a full-size bed, so she was in the bed. And I heard her scream. She was calling my name and shit. And I was like, what's the matter? I woke up. She woke me up. And she was at the foot of the bed. Like, you know how if somebody pulled your feet and you slide down? She said that this guy grabbed her foot and pulled her. And she was like yelling for me and stuff. I was like, girl, I was knocked out. I didn't hear anything. So I'm like, yeah, I believe that just like the one that was in the room with me bouncing like this. It looked kind of like a hand puppet, but it was like on a stick or something.
What?
About that tall. Remember I told you it was coming towards me like that?
No.
And I just kicked at it. I was like, when I'm sleepy, I'm like, shoot, you either get me or you don't. Because I'm going back to sleep.
So, now, why didn't you help your cousin out? I forgot.
I was sleeping.
Okay.
And I didn't hear her until, it dawned on me. I opened my eyes and it was over then. She said it grabbed her by her ankle and just snatched her down.
Crazy. Now, if you had
woke up and she was gone.
No, if you woke up, would you put your cape on? You're become super,
Heck yeah.
Superwoman.
Go with the big S, not for Superman, but Sarah.
Sarah.
Or you can say Super Sarah.
There you go. Slave your cousin.
But yeah, that's crazy. If I saw her slide down and didn't see anything, that would have been even weirder, So maybe it wasn't meant for me to see.
That's so true.
Although I do know that stuff because I see it myself. I know you guys have heard of, what do they call them now? When you're dreaming and it's like lucid dreaming, you're awake, but you can't move.
Yeah, there's a name
They
for
call
that.
them sleep paralysis. Sleep paralysis.
You want
And
some
when
more
I
of
would,
this? I need a spoon. Thank you.
you could eat with it. We're lovers.
You want some
That's
more?
what I use. Yeah, so it started about when I was about 12, the sleep paralysis. That's, I didn't know that name until we saw that movie, remember? And this is like only a few years ago that, they had a name for it. But I would always, be sleeping. And this, like I said, I was about 12, from the time I turned 12 up until my adult life. I would be sleeping on my back. That's when it happened. When I'd sleep on my back. And then I could feel something lay on top of me. And I'm trying to get up, you know, I feel like I'm still sleeping, but I'm half awake. But you can't move. And I feel like I'm like, and moving and stuff. But I don't think I am. I'm just saying, I don't really think so. I don't know. And then eventually, it's like you come out of it slowly. You know, you wake up.
If you
totally
strain,
slowly.
if you strain, you're like locked in even more. If you relax.
Well, I never relaxed. I was always till I just got out of it, you know. And then one time, this is when I was 39. It's like 16 years ago. I was laying on my back sleeping, and I am half awake. You know, it's like I said, lucid dreaming. My eyes are open, and I see this guy. He had on all black, and he got on the. I mean, I'm watching him. You know, the side I lay on, I always lay on the right side, so left if you're laying in the bed. But the guy, he came on the left side of the bed, and he's getting ready to climb on top of me like that. And I'm like trying to move and say, so, you know what I mean? And same thing. Nothing came out. And then I finally woke up. But that used to happen to me all the time. And now it doesn't happen at all.
That world knows something about me a little bit. If I lay on my back, and I have my hands all the way down, then it knows.
Knows what?
To do that.
Attack you?
Ever since I found it out, I never sleep my arms all the way down because you have so far to go to put it, you know, whatever you need to do. I'll sleep with one arm. One might be way down there. The other one is kind of close up here. So in case I'm having that, I can, you know, get up.
Really?
Yeah, pull that, you know. There's something about them covers, you know? No.
Yeah, I don't have those anymore. I don't know when it stopped. And it was recently, if you call it like maybe the past 5 years recent, or it could have been longer, I'm not sure, but I don't have sleep paralysis any longer. Do any of you suffer from that? I won't even say suffer. I don't know if it's suffering. You know what I mean? The experience, I should say. Did any of you experience that? I remember I told you I would astral project in my dream, like, but I didn't, you know, when you're younger, you're more susceptible to the spiritual world. So I was about same age, 12 years old, at 12, mind you, but at the time, of course, I don't know what it is. So remember I told you I would pee the bed.
Yeah.
But I swear I knew I got up, went to the bathroom.
This time.
No, I'm talking about every time. I knew that I was getting up, going to the bathroom.
Okay.
And then I'd get on the toilet, start peeing, and all of a sudden I'd feel wet. And I'm like looking, I'm like, what the heck? And it's so embarrassing because I'm 12, not 2. You know? So I never forget this one time when it happened. I went to the restroom, you know, because it's always, of course, in the middle of the night. So I got up, went to the restroom. I even felt the toilet. I went like this. I was like, okay, I'm on the toilet. I relaxed, started peeing, and I felt it wet again. I was like, what the heck is going on?
That is serious.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, to actually,
feel it, right. To know it's real.
Right. Wow.
And so, of course, I used to get up, go get some newspaper, put it on top, try, you know, change the sheets and stuff, try to camouflage it so no one knew. And then it wasn't until I became an adult and started studying all that stuff, and then I realized that I was astral projecting, you know? Like I did when you were mad. And you were going down the stairs and I got there before you.
Look at my eye.
Because I had the will to get to the front door before he did. You know what I mean? In my mind, I was like, I have to get there before him so that he doesn't, to see, because I wanted to see if he was just going to go past me and leave without saying bye, or if he was just going to go out the door.
Let me add this here. I'm going down the steps.
And
she's at the top. The steps about this wide, so if a person go past you, you definitely should be able to see them. I go down steps, get to the front door, she's there already.
Yeah.
I didn't say anything. I just
I know.
I said, look, excuse me. I said, we are must supposed to be together. God must really wants to be together. Cause I'm still together.
I know. It's just that because I had that will, just like with the sleeping, with the restroom. I had that strong desire that I had to get up and go to the restroom. You know what I mean? So I got up, but it was, my astral self that went to the restroom. And with you at the front door, I believe I caught up to my astral self.
Something happened.
Yeah,
but how were you able to get past me?
Because I astral projected there. But then me came, remember, that's why I love Charmed, because it explains a lot of things after, I think, the 3rd season, then she was able to start astral projecting. And then one time when she would blank out, and then she astral project, like, say, outside. And then, no. It was the time when they went to the past.
Okay.
No, they went to the past to change, the 2 of them dying. And remember when time caught up, they went right back into themselves.
Okay.
That's what that reminded me of. When, like when I went to the front door, like I caught up to myself.
Well, that's basically it, because I'm telling you, it happened. I was about to have an accident one time.
You were behind us.
No.
You're a fool behind.
That's right. I was sitting back.
Look,
I was I got to speak.
Car accident?
About to be in a car accident. And, but before it happened, there was a truck that was behind me that was coming, speeding. And I was trying to get there to, maybe warn that this truck was coming out, whatever. But when I got there, traffic was slowed down. So now I know this truck here is going to crash to everybody. But when I got there, sound disappeared. Cars would start doing this here. Look at it. Sliding to the side.
Like opening it up?
Opening up. I saw it with my own eyes. For my car to stop, because I was having a problem with my brakes, it went on top of like that little center thing. There was one in the middle. And when it hit so hard, your tire is supposed to bust. So it actually went up there, and the car said, and just stopped. This is honest. Here comes that truck. Blam it.
You said it was in the middle divider.
If those cars had and the truck just went on by, and I'm thinking he's gonna say, look over.
I thought you said it ended up in the middle on the divider.
No, I did.
Oh,
but
did your car mess up?
No, it just stopped. Man, I was having a problem with brakes too. So the thing was that I would have crashed them too, because I didn't think that no traffic was stopped there. So that's when everything just went slow motion, and cars going this way. I go on the medium, car just stopped. Here comes the truck. And by the car, because they have moved out the way. And moving at the same time, just sliding and moving, and he just went on through it. I'm thinking he's gonna turn his head, and say, he's like,
you don't know what you did.
Like nothing never even happened.
Right. I remember you telling me that, because I was telling you of what happened to me on the freeway. When remember I told you I was driving. I was in the far left lane on the 15, going towards downtown, going north. South. Or east or west. I don't even remember. Okay. Not the 15, the 215.
215.
Wait a minute.
No, 15.
The 95.
This is in
Vegas. I was going south on the 95.
Gotcha.
And the far left lane. And, because that's the fast lane, so I'm doing about 80. And this truck is in the middle lane. Diesel truck. And so as I get right up to this truck, getting ready to pass it, I'm like in the middle of it, and he puts his signal on. to get over.
Oh,
and I'm blowing and blowing. So there's no way, for me. And this mug starts getting in my lane. And I swerved like this, and I told you how fast I was going. So I slammed on my brakes, and I'm just going, ring, ring, and here's the middle cement, because they were doing construction. And I was just waiting to hit the wall, and I went, ring, 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 and stopped like that right in front of it. Didn't touch it at all. And all he did, he scraped my side mirror. Because I felt him hit it. You know what I mean? And I'm thinking he smashed in. I thought he smashed in my whole right side because of the impact. It sounded like it was like boom.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I told you that's what made me go ring, 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 ring. And when I looked at it, I just had a little scratch on my mirror. And I stopped at the wall like that.
And he's steady going on.
Yep. Didn't even know he almost had me smash into the wall. And so then a car behind me. Because once I was all because I'm all frazzled and stuff. So once I got my composure back together to get back on the freeway, the guy behind me stopped.
To see
stopped traffic. Right. No, so I can get back on.
Oh, okay.
Because he probably didn't even see it. Because, everybody else was and he saw me trying to get back on.
Right.
So he stopped.
That was nice.
And then all the cars stopped, of course, behind. I was like, he took a chance because, on the freeway.
Well, he probably slowed down slowly.
I know, but you still have mugs.
See, but if you just stop now, that's
right.
But I'm sure he just gradually slowed down,
And then I was like, waving.
Wow,
and I was able to get back on.
So
and I called Lisa. I always call Lisa. I'm like, Lisa, this,
And she probably, girl, you all right.
Where you at?
Let me get my bazooka.
So.
Well, I sat back because I was so full. And I want to say this too. I take my glasses off to eat sometimes because I don't need glasses for close up. So when I have my glasses on, the food looks a sort of a little bit so close up, tiny bit blurry. Because I don't need them, Now I take them off. Now everything is super clear. So I put them back on just for far away. Anyway.
And we'd like to say thank you for joining us.
Oh,
we had an awesome time with you guys as usual. We hope you had one as well. So don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Like our video so that you will be able to see more of us. And you'll be notified when we post another video. Hit that notification bell. And comment if you have anything to say or any requests.
And that's for sure.
Peace.
You dig.
Love ya.
See ya.
See ya. I forgot to put.